and welcome to the Visual and Performing Arts Center, otherwise known as VAPA. We are so glad to have you joining us as a new tenant. Come inside, let me give you a tour and some very important information. Here is our welcome desk where you will sign in and sign out.
Hello, hello, hello.
We do ask that you wear and show your name badge. And the reason that we ask that is we take this community's security very seriously. Keeping that in mind, we do ask that you meet and escort your guest here in the lobby. We do have security cameras throughout the building, but we also ask that you never prop open a door unless you have permission, and that you always use the proper entrance and exit doors. Let's go visit your new artist studio. Inside the studio that you're paying rent for, you are allowed to paint the walls, add your own decor, and bring in any instruments that you need in order to create art. But there are some rules as well. You cannot change the infrastructure of your studio. You cannot damage the walls. If you choose to invest money in your studio, you will not be reimbursed when you're no longer a tenant here. If you're not able to remove your investment without damaging the studio, you will have to discuss leaving it for the next tenant to use. Let's go visit some of the other cool things available to our tenants. We have curated gallery spaces available for our artists, 10 of them. We have a curation committee who help with that, so please don't just go hanging up your work outside of your studio. That's a no-no. It's not a space you pay for. Just go to the curation site Google form and fill it out. If your work is on the walls, priced, and sells, VAPA asks for 10% of your sale to help support and fund curation supplies. Another cool tenant perk is that you're allowed 24 hours to rent our shared space for use at no extra cost. But this rentable space also requires a Google request form and approval form from our Space Force committee. Space Force tries to ensure everyone is accommodated and there are no conflicts with other activities. After you've used up your free tenant hours, you may rent the space at a discounted rate. All tenants and guests are responsible for their own setup, clearing, trash removal, and returning the space to its proper condition. So, you can see how amazing this space is. This opportunity for you to create and afford to thrive and connect with other artists was created by our core founders and Mecklenburg County. We are glad that you are a tenant here, but we must ensure that we continue to follow the rules of Mecklenburg County as well as our community. So, here is how you can contribute to this space, keeping in order and functioning.
VAPA exists in a Mecklenburg County-owned building. If you have a maintenance issue, please contact Arthur Rogers for a work request with all the details. Anything electrical, mechanical, or plumbing must be handled through a work order. A county contracted repair crew handles items on a first-come, first-served basis. It's an old building, so things are bound to come up, but you can help keep this building in working order by immediately reporting issues. Don't dispose of excess paint waste in sinks or toilets. Don't cover air vents or lighting. Don't cover exit signs or block hallways. There are no cleaning services inside your studios. You must take all personal trash to outside dumpsters. Come on, follow me to the dumpster. Please never leave food inside of building trash cans. We also have recycling here, so all recycling can go here inside of the blue dumpster. Only baggable trash can go inside of the red dumpster. No large set pieces, broken chairs, paint cans, or caustic materials. Please log on to the county landfill sites for information on disposing of those materials. Oh yeah, don't take other people's stuff to the dumpster or just grab something that doesn't belong to you. That's actually a real no-no, otherwise known as stealing. Well, this should be a no-brainer, but it's one of our most important set of rules. The county doesn't allow smoking in any of its buildings, And don't forget, this is a county building. So no smoking anything inside these walls. No burning, including incense, plants, vapes, or diffusers that could emit flame or smoke, which could set off the fire sprinkler system. And no use of chemicals in your studio that could emit smoke, fire, or toxic smells. As a county work building, VAPA is only a place for you to work, not to live or make your residence here. Anyone who does that jeopardizes every single artist and organization here. All tenants are required to have another residential address. It also means that no meal preparation or cooking is allowed in this building as well. Nor do we allow any artist to have a culinary practice as part of their artistic tenancy here. We do love food, but only what you bring in to eat while working and what you dispose of properly. If you break these rules, you're out of here.
So it is clear we are a nonprofit and you have signed up to be a tenant here, but we are also an extraordinary community of caring art professionals. We have committees that you can join, volunteer opportunities, festival days, and open studio on the first Saturday of every month. You've signed a social contract because we are creating an intentional community, but not a co-op, where we treat each other with respect, volunteer our time to make this community greater, respect our visiting artists and our patrons, and have a process to handle our disagreements. By signing the social contract, you are agreeing to honor this intent and participate in exchange for very affordable studio space. But if you break our contract, you are terminating that agreement and you will have to leave your VAPA studio.
So now you know some of the basic operations of VAPA. We're so glad you're joining the VAPA family and you can share in this great community. Be sure to attend some social events, participate in open studios, collaborate with other artists, or help out by volunteering. But most of all, join us in our VAPA mission. Make art every day for everyone. See you soon at VAPA.
Make me want more.